We are here with Nathan Bluestein. He is a veteran from the Air Force in World War II. And so, where were you originally stationed during World War II?
In the States or overseas?
Overseas. Where were you stationed in the Pacific Islands?
Overseas, we moved several times. Where I joined the 22nd Bomb Group. I had already been in the service for a couple of years, and I joined the 22nd Bomb Group to be a spare gunner because the planes had the crews all made up, but if somebody couldn't make it, I took their place.
Okay, so previous to so you had been stationed over there for a couple of years. Previous to the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, had you ever heard of the Manhattan Project to develop the atom bomb? Had you ever heard of it?
I heard of it, I think, afterwards. At the time that they were assembling the bomb and getting it ready for transport from the Central Pacific Island to the target, I didn't know much about them.
It was kept very secret, right?
Yes.
When did you fly? When and why did you fly over the Nagasaki area?
The Japanese had already signed a peace agreement, but we weren't sure that the troops would obey them. So we went on a mission. We had a lot of brass on the plane. We went along to see what we were going to see, and we went to all the known targets, military targets, to see if we would draw fire. We were flying with a full load of bombs, and if they shot at us, we would have dropped the bombs over one of the targets, and World War II would have been starting all over again.
Well, that would have been very good. So, could you describe what you remember of what Nagasaki looked like when you flew over it, like after the bomb had been dropped? Had you seen? Had you ever seen it prior to when the bomb had been dropped? Had you seen the area before?
No, I had never seen Nagasaki before, and I was aware that we were going to fly over it, and I didn't know what I was going to see. I had been on numerous bombing missions, and where we dropped, smaller bombs. Not by any means small bombs, but smaller bombs than the atom bomb.
In comparison to the small bombs.
I knew by that time I had flown 49 missions, 49 bombing missions, and I knew what it looked like when the bombs hit the ground. We flew over an area which I couldn't believe my eyes. I could see all black. The bomb had exploded and covered such a big area, and in all the missions that I had gone on where we bombed, I never saw anything like that.
You never seen such an enormous blast radius with such a great destruction.
It was complete devastation. It was all black.
And did you see any people on the ground? You said that earlier that you were flying at what altitude again?
I believe we were at 5,000 feet, but I'm not sure. I don't remember for sure.
And so at that altitude,
we wouldn't have. If there was anybody walking down below at 5,000 feet, it wouldn't have looked like much.
Do you see any activity at all, by any chance? Like, do you see any movement on the ground or anything? Nothing.
Complete devastation.
Could you see, like, where the bomb had hit, like the crater, like the original spot where it hit? No. It was just complete devastation?
All I could see was a big black area that we were flying over.
And so these certain areas that you were supposed to drop a bomb over, if they at all responded to you or like shot at you or anything, did anybody try to shoot at the plane? Did was there any activity in the areas that you were in the Japanese stations at all?
On the ground,
On the ground, yes.
we were up too high. You couldn't see anything.
So nobody responded to your plane.
No, fortunately, nobody shot at us,
Yes.
and we flew over all the known targets to see if we could draw fire. And if we didn't drop fire, then we went out over the ocean and disposed of the bombs before we went back to a base, which at that time was on Okinawa.
Okay, this has been an interview with Nathan Bluestein, a former member of the Air Force. Thank you very much.